Hi you guys, it is Brooke with Seaside Guidance here to do a message for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for this coming week. And with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm actually using my Everyday Witch Oracle because it's October coming into Halloween, and also my Le Vampire deck. So also a cool deck, also cool because Halloween's coming up. So with that, we will go ahead and get started. Please remember to hit subscribe and hit the little wiggly bell so you're notified anytime that I post additional content. And let's see what Spirit has for you. We're winging it. Messages, please, for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have water magic. We also have cleansing body and spirit. Fire signs got this one too. And meditation to dig deep, which fire signs also got this one. And you guys saw me shuffling. So you might be associated with a fire sign. Sorry, I have a hair in my eye. You might be associated with a fire sign, especially getting 2 out of 3 cards that were similar. And this is Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So let's see. And then Water Magic, I'm actually going to have to get we're going to look at the book for that one. I just want to make sure that I give you guys the right message. But this one is definitely taking time, making sure that you're grounded, taking time for self-love, for self-healing, doing a salt bath. That's actually something that's extremely relaxing, but also just to detox your body, exterior and also just inside in your soul. But definitely look up different types of bath detoxes that you can do. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that I see in this picture. For some reason, I'm like drawn to like stare at it. But it's like this girl, for some reason I'm drawn to, and then we're going to get to the book. But for some reason I'm drawn to her, like her hat and her clothes setting aside. And it's just like, just her. But then it's like she's got the weight of the world on the stool and just taking that off of her shoulders, and then she's in the tub. But that's the feeling I get. It's like, you know, anything that's weighing you down, anything that is, you know, that you've been hiding underneath. She's like just taking all that off and setting it aside and just going within. It's like Zen. I just heard Zen. And it's like being able to kind of release some of these things that have maybe been heavy on her, especially if she has like a robe and a hat and it's like all this stuff, right? But being able to just surrender and release and let those things go so she can have this more peaceful life and this more just peaceful being, this being more peaceful in the moment, in the present, not being weighed down. And now let's look at water magic. So what is it you need to release? What is it you need to release? What is it that's been weighing you down that you just need to take that stuff off and set it aside so you can just have more peace in your heart and in your mind? Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out where the page is for water magic. And it's wanting to show me everything except where the page is for water magic. Yay! Let's see. Is there a number on here? I read intuitively, so let me just use my intuition. Water's emotion. Also, water is reflection. So you can, if you think about a bowl of water, if you look down at it, what are you going to see? You're going to see yourself, right? And it's like looking in your reflection and seeing, I don't know. It's like, I just heard staring back at me, like looking back at me. It's, but then this lady here, she's like looking away. But here's the bowl of water. So why is she not facing this bowl of water? What is it that she's been refusing to see? Maybe it's something that she doesn't want to acknowledge, and that could be with other people, with other things that are going on in her life, but it could also be that something she's not wanting to acknowledge about herself either. But she looks happy. She's got a smile on her face. So let's look here. Oh, look what I found. Okay, water. Water magic page 84. You guys stick with me. All right. To connect with magic of water, take a few minutes to immerse yourself in it. If you live near a lake or stream or ocean, go sit in the water or at the water's edge with at least your feet submerged. This is about staying grounded too. And really pay attention. Listen to its voice, watch its movement, follow its path. There is magic in all of those things. If you don't have a body of water nearby, go out in the rain or sit in the tub or take a shower, whose purpose is more about connection and less about getting clean in a hurry. So that's what we were saying, like, you know, in the bathtub. So it's like her, like letting the weight of the world kind of just slip away and doing a detox, maybe just a cleansing, you know, especially if there's been anything negative maybe that's held you back or you felt held down by, that it's, you know, cleansing yourself of those things and just feeling fresh and new, like a release. And then let's see, whose purpose is more about connection and less about getting clean in a hurry. Feel the flow moving over you and think about the fact that a large part of the human body is made up of water, so the water is always a part of us. So let me read this other part. It says, water is a powerful force. It can wear down a mountain or create a lake. It brings life to the fields, but can also be violent and impossible to control. Not an element to be taken for granted, as you will know if you have ever been thirsty or lived through either of a drought or a flood. Most of the time, though, water is our friend, and we can use its power to help us change and transition through various stages of our lives. Water is fluid and flexible, and reminds us that we can be that way too. So I think it's like finding balance, you know, like you don't want water sitting still because mosquitoes can come, and I'm Southern, and trust me, mosquitoes in the South, no joke. You don't ever want just standing still water, But then also, you don't want a hurricane, either. You don't want a tropical storm, because then that's too much. It's like finding that balance within and with the things that are like the weight of the world or your everyday responsibilities. Or I think it's just, there's also meditation and to dig deep. This is so much about being balanced and grounded and not being lazy, but also not being so overbooked and so busy that you don't have time to rest, right? And I don't know why, I keep getting drawn to these clothes on the side of the tub. And it's like, what of these things? So say the clothes were different things. So say the hat is work, the robe is relationship, the pants are like kids, like all these things, digging deep. And I just heard the word eliminate. So what are the things that you can eliminate or change of all these things that you're involved in all day long, all week long, that can help you bring more balance? Sometimes it's saying no to something. If you're the go-to person that people always want to come to you and talk to you about their problems, or can you do this event or help with the kids program, or can you drive somebody's kids to school, or what? And that was the time that you were going to take to meditate or pray, or just have your cup of coffee in the morning, like having your time. This is somebody that has me time, right? So maybe it's saying, actually, no, I apologize. I can't go anywhere at 7 in the morning because I have something else that I'm doing. They don't need to know what you're doing, but the fact is that you're taking that time for yourself to show yourself love and to give yourself some balance, because this is, if you think about when a dog is digging and is trying to find something out of the ground, it's like frantic, right? Not being frantic and being able to find a way to have more relaxation in your life, more peace. We have make a move, and then affirmation for growth. We're going back to the book. Usually I don't go to the book this much, but the affirmation for growth, that can just be, when you find more time for yourself, you also are able to nurture and to put effort into things that you want to do for yourself. Like you're able to grow. And then make a move is like, that's action. It's not sitting down, like I said, not being lazy, but not being frantic. It's, this God won't move a parked car kind of thing. You got to put the key in the ignition. You have to put your foot on the gas. You got to start driving and move. You have to have forward movement. And then, divine sweeps in and helps guide your way, making sure that you're asking for their assistance too. So make a move is on page 86. Let's see what it says. It's important to keep moving. This is true in the literal sense because the body functions best when it gets a certain amount of exercise, and it is true in the metaphorical sense. If we don't keep moving forward in our lives, our only other choice are to go backward, rarely a good idea, or to stay still, which may work for a while, but is no more healthy for the spirit than staying still all the time is healthy for the body. As witches, our goal, remember this is the Everyday Witch Oracle. As witches, our goal is to become the best human beings we can be. That means continuing to grow and change and learn. And that means moving forward, even if it's just a little bit of a time. So whatever the weight of the world has been, if you feel like it's held you back, this is encouraging you to keep moving forward. That no matter what has happened with you or to you or whatever in the past, how far back past or it is, who knows, but you'll know how this resonates with you. But it's, just taking one step at a time, one day at a time, one foot in front of the other, and moving towards whatever it is that helps you grow. That could be spiritually, that could be with business, that could be a new business, that could be just growth, like that could be healing. If there was any type of heartache or anything that you experienced, that's growing and being able to be you again. Affirmation for growth. Page 32. Let's see what that says real quick. This is just so much about self-love. Okay, so growth is necessary for life. The opposite of growth is stagnation. And we keep getting this same message of not being stagnant, not staying stuck, not letting water be still with no movement in it, right? The whole mosquito thing, you don't want that. So it says the opposite of growth is stagnation, and no one wants to be stuck, sitting still and never moving forward. Growth takes effort, and sometimes it can be scary. It doesn't happen by itself. You have to nurture and feed it, whether it's a body, spirit, or some part of your life, like a career or a relationship. What do you want to grow and prosper in your life? And what are you doing to make that happen? So it's what this is this message is about spirit trying to move you towards something, and maybe you've been so distracted by things of your past or the weight of the world, whatever those other things are, is that you have not been making time for, or even to like sit still and meditate for spirit to be able to give you the messages that they are been trying to give you, to show you the direction and growth that they're trying to lead you towards. And it's like they're wanting you to relax. They're wanting you to take some of the weight off your shoulders. They're wanting you to dig deeper and find out what it is that you're being led to. See how she's got this like spell book in front of her, but she's looking ahead. She's not even looking at it. This is almost, to me, this is like spirit having this message, but not paying attention to it because she's doing too many other things at once. She's like, trying to fill her cup up, looking over here. Maybe there's like a kid or something running around. She's like all distracted over all these things that she's not even seeing this glowing book in front of her. So making sure that you are not distracting yourself so much to where it's stunning your growth. So let's go to this deck. Messages, please, for air signs. We have sacrifice, renunciation, offering, and letting go. And here's the card. I'm not really liking this arrow through the ducky, but especially because I'm an animal lover. But this is, having to release something that might be dead and gone, and having to move forward and let go of it, having to bury it, having to put something that's ended behind you so that you can move forward. So don't let the sadness and the loss over whatever this thing represents for you hold you back and stunt your growth. Because there's something, maybe even because of that situation and what you went through, that it's helping you grow. Something that you thought was going to be that maybe isn't going to be, And maybe that's part of that weight of the world that was on the chair that you need to set aside and move past and work on cleansing and loving yourself so that you can move forward from whatever pain this was. Any other messages for air signs? Ecstasy, yielding, rapture, bliss. And these are butterflies. Butterflies represent like transformation. So whatever this is that you're having to heal from the past, whatever it is that you're having to let go, when you do, it's helping you transform into something that's just a happier, it's something that's helping you grow, something that's going to be happier. Bliss, yielding. So also focusing on your growth instead of the thing that you need to leave behind is going to help you yield results, yield something blissful, yield something that's prosperous. Sorry, first I was led to the butterflies and was counting the number of butterflies, which is 8. But then I saw this number on the bottom, 27. I even have that number tattooed on my arm. But this is putting the past behind you. And this is 7, 8, 9. And the 9 of Pentacles card and even the 9 of Cups, that's like wish fulfillment. That is the 9 of Pentacles lady is somebody that is so like, she is set. Like she's got this massive house. She's got this beautiful robe. She has not a care in the world because she's extremely abundant. And it's like not letting the past hold you back and allowing yourself to grow and move forward to this wish fulfillment, to something that is going to be fulfilling, but it's something that you're investing in yourself. Let's see if there's anything else. Any other messages, please, for air signs? Thirst, craving, compulsion, obsession. So, So 2 + 1 is 3. 3 is like a milestone. It's one of the endings. It's an ending to obsession, an ending to compulsive behavior, an ending to craving, whatever this thing is that you now need to leave behind. Because whatever this was keeping you stuck and preventing you from having this abundance and that growth, wherever that growth card went. So let me see here. I want to find out more about this. Let's go here. What message do you have for in love? So obsession usually is about love, compulsion, compulsive behavior. Free yourself. Free yourself from any obsessive or compulsive behavior, any type of maybe unhealthy attachment that you've had. It's time to take back control of your life. That's putting the clothes on the stool and getting in the tub. Any other messages, please, for air signs for this coming week? Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So by releasing this thing, that means you have something else coming in that's better. Something that maybe even helps contribute to your growth. And the faster you release what no longer serves you, the sooner you receive what's meant to be and what you deserve. It's like a gift from the universe for doing the work. Any other messages, please? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So this is a heart-to-heart conversations. Okay. So your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So saying to keep an open mind. Maybe who you thought was meant for you isn't meant for you, or the usual type that you typically go towards. It's going to be somebody that maybe isn't what you would necessarily consider your type. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So there's heart-to-heart conversations. So somebody is very soon freeing yourself from this other situation. Now, very soon, it can bring your soulmate in. And the faster you let that other thing go, the faster this other thing comes in. And it's having heart-to-heart conversations. You know, what are also, this card came out, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So whatever this thing is, and I moved the card, sorry. Whatever that thing was, the duck with the, in his throat. Whatever that was that you need to release, if there was any type of codependent behavior or whatever it was that went wrong with that thing, you're needing to have heart-to-heart conversations with whoever it is that's coming in so that you can avoid that type of toxic behavior moving forward. Or, unhealthy patterns need to be released. Learning from past mistakes, moving forward towards something that's more fulfilling and then also not toxic. And I'm just feeling like I'm not done yet. Like I feel like I'm supposed to be getting another deck. I have other decks. If I look like I'm looking around all over the place, it's because I am. Because I actually have other decks that are around. And I'm trying to see where I'm being led to. Because I feel like I'm supposed to still give you guys a message. And these. Okay. So I'm going to pull a card from here. And then we'll go ahead and finish up this reading for you guys. What messages do you have, please, for air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Just ask. Ooh. So it says, there are many here in the spirit world that can assist you at this time. We are made up of the divine source, your loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirit helpers who are waiting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask for our help and guidance. So it's paying attention. You're never alone. And even if you have to leave this other thing in the past, and maybe you haven't wanted to release that unhealthy thing because you're afraid you're going to be alone. But the fact is that you're not alone. And Spirit's like, well, you're not alone. Pay attention to us. We're trying to help you. We're trying to talk to you. We're trying to help you grow. We're trying to give you guidance. You just have to ask. And know that you're never alone. We're here. And we're willing to help and willing to listen. It's spending your time more on yourself and with Spirit than unhealthy attachments. That obviously, the little ducky had it in his neck. It's something you got to let go. Maybe it was something really painful too. Any other messages, please, for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Any other messages, please, for air signs? gratitude. So be thankful for the lessons that you've learned that now have helped you grow, and be grateful for having the divine's assistance, because they're going to help you. It says gratitude. Life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what's in your life. Instead of complaining about what you don't have, whatever you got to release, let it go. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. So in every little thing, be grateful. If you have a job that drives you crazy, thank you that I have a job. Because there's a lot of people that, unfortunately, especially with, everything that's been going on in the world this year, there's some people that don't have one. So be grateful for that. Be grateful for being able to get up in the morning and be able to put your feet on the ground. Some people can't do that. Be grateful for being at home with your family and not having to be, in a hospital or something somewhere. Be grateful for, even if you don't have a car, but you have a bike, be grateful for your bike. Whatever it is, find things to be thankful for and speak it out loud. Speak, and remember, there's power in words. So speak into existence what you want to see, not necessarily what you see and feel in that moment, especially if it's something that's negative or something that makes you not have any faith. Just you make sure that you are speaking into existence the things that you want to see in reality. Thank you that I have a job. I am grateful I have a job, and also a job I love, that I have fun in or with. Thank you that I have, a car, and that it's not broken down on the side of the road. Thank you. Start thinking, if you have a car that's broken down, start thanking God for a car that works. And just keep speaking it and speaking it. Even if you don't have the money at the time for it, you say, thank you, I have the money to buy a new car that is running and is safe to get me back and forth to where I need to go. And you just keep speaking it into existence. Whatever it is that you're wanting to see in your life, manifesting is a lot of that is not only speaking, but believing that you're going to see what it is that you speak. So that is the message I have for you guys. And definitely spend some time on some self-love, and definitely release things that no longer serve you. Focus on the things that you have in your life that you're grateful for. Or if you felt like you don't have things to be grateful for, find things to be grateful for and start saying that you're grateful for them. And remember to spend time with Spirit and ask them how it is that you're supposed to grow. What does that mean? To start giving you signs and synchronicities and whatever it is, so that you don't miss an opportunity. And with that, I hope you have a great week. What an incredible message that came through for you guys. And I am sending you so much love and light. Please remember to subscribe, hit the little wiggly bell, so anytime I post future content, you will get notified, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.